This is Section 2, Problem 5 of the College Board Online Practice Test. The problem reads, what is the average or arithmetic mean of the three quantities in the list above? I've written the list. It's 12 minus n, 12, and 12 plus n. Just by looking at this problem, you can solve it without writing anything down. The answer I'm going to tell you first. The answer is 12. And there's an easy way to do this if you remember how to solve for averages. The formula for averages is the sum of all the terms or all the items in the list divided by your total number of items. Okay, so let's write that down in our notes if you don't already know the formula. Alright, and here we have it in our notes. So if you think about the formula for averages, you're going to see that you have to sum up all the items in the list at the numerator. If you sum up all three of these items, we're going to have a minus n and a plus n as part of the numerator. Those are going to cancel each other out. Okay, so just by looking at this problem, you know you're going to have to add them up at some point, and the n's are going to cancel each other out. Then all you're going to be left with is 3 12s. And if you have 12 plus 12 plus 12, the average of all those is going to be 12 because there is no other number in the sequence. It has to be 12. So if you can remember your formula for averages, you know that you have to sum up the quantities in the numerator. You know that you're going to only be left with 12, and so that has to be the average of the list. Now, if that relationship doesn't automatically click for you, you can just plug the list into our actual formula for averages, which we have here. So you'd end up with 12 minus n plus 12 plus 12 plus n. And that's all going to be divided by 3. And don't get confused, we're dividing by 3 because each of these items is separated by a comma, and they make up 3 items. You can't separate the 12 and the negative n. Okay, so here when we divide by 3, we know that our n's are going to cancel out, negative n and plus n, and you're going to be left with 12 plus 12 plus 12, which is 36, divided by 3, and that's going to equal 12, which is answer choice B. Okay, so whether you do this problem the short way just by looking at it or the longer way, you can still get to the same answer. But if you know the little tricks of applying the formula, it'll save you some time because you don't have to go through and do all the calculations involved. So it's a good time saver on the exam. The answer again is B.